Hey, I'm Mike with Hansen Fitness for Golf, and this week we're talking about shoulders, and we're talking about shoulder turn in your golf swing. So that's upper back mobility, and then we're also talking shoulder mobility and shoulder stability. So if you're one that has a problem with getting a full shoulder turn on your backswing, or even in your downswing, or if you have a trouble getting your club on path or on plane, like a lot of golf instructors talk about, this is the video for you. So we're going to show you how to get more mobility in your shoulder turn and be able to get more extension and width in your swing by getting more shoulder mobility in the shoulder joint. All right, first things first. So we talk shoulders. We got to talk about the thoracic spine. So the thoracic spine is the part of your back or your spine that's up in the middle part of your back. So actually that has a nice curvature about this much. Most people have a little bit too much, so we have too much curvature this way. And then in the shoulder joint, what that does is it pulls the shoulder joint forward. So if we're talking mobility or thoracic mobility to get shoulder turn, if that is bent this way, it's a lot harder to turn than it is if it's more neutral. Same thing with the shoulder. If your shoulder joint's way forward, it's really hard to get external rotation in your shoulder than it is if your shoulder's back and you have good mobility that way. So two things you want to do. Number one is you want to stretch the front. Everybody's bent over these days. We want to stretch the front. Here I'm using a band. You can use your golf club. You can use a piece of rope. You can use anything. But just try and get more mobility in the front of your chest and shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades. That's one thing, you get mobility. Now we're going to do the most simple exercise for your upper back. It's called a row. I like doing it standing. You can do it seated. You can do it with tubing. You can do it with cables. What you're going to do is a nice light grip, and you're going to pull back, pushing your chest out and squeezing your shoulder blades. I always tell my clients to feel like you're pulling with your elbows. So I'll see everybody do this. We don't want to do that. We want to stick the chest out, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then nice light grip, so you're really working those back muscles. That's going to give you better posture in your thoracic spine and your shoulder joint. That's going to allow more mobility in your golf swing. Okay, so we got those two exercises. Now we got two wall exercises. The first one is you're going to put your back up against the wall, your head flat against the wall, and then you're going to take your arms out to a 90-degree angle. The important part is you get your hands against the wall and you get your elbows against the wall. And from here, we're going to keep the back flat, and you're going to go up, keeping your elbows and hands against the wall, and go up as high as you can go, and then come back down. You want to try and touch your hands together, keeping your elbows and your hands against the wall as well as your head. So this is a tough one, I know. I've seen a lot of clients that can't even touch the wall and they can't move. So go ahead, and if you can't do it, try and get your hands against the wall, let your elbows come off, but eventually you want everything, your elbows and your hands, as high up as you can go. Second one is you're just going to turn around and we're going to stretch the lats. We're going to stretch this part here. So you're going to go up and dropping your chest towards the wall. So after we've done about 15 to 20 wall slides, we're going to stand and we're going to try and stretch out the lats and the shoulders in that area as well. So 15 to 20 wall slides, and then 25 to 30 seconds of the lat stretch on the wall. So here's one of my favorite mobility exercises for the thoracic spine. What you're going to do is get on your hands and knees, put your hand behind your head, and if you're using your right hand, you're going to take your right elbow towards your left knee, and then come up as high as you can, turning your head. The important thing here is that we want to make sure that the hips, so when you come up this way, you don't want that right hip to kick way out, because you want to make sure that you keep your hips square and you're getting good shoulder turn. So same thing, so we're going to go left side, left elbow towards the right knee, and then back up as high as you can. That's a great stretch for shoulder turn and more thoracic spine mobility. The next one is more of a shoulder stability. This is one of the tougher ones that we have clients do. So you're going to make a fist with your left hand. You're going to set your forehead on your left hand with your right arm straight out. You're going to roll your right hand out, trying to keep this elbow square and your butt down on your heels, and you're going to try and lift this hand, the palm, straight up to the ceiling, keeping your forehead on your hand. If that's tough, You can go a little bit taller, so you can try and just keep this square, this hand, roll it over, and then lift it up as high as you can. You want to try to avoid moving or turning. You just want to lift it straight up. But try that one on the ground with both sides and see what you can do. If you can't do that, then go ahead and lift it from more of an upright position. You're going to get good stability in that shoulder joint itself. So if you have trouble getting a full shoulder turn, so if you're trying to get a 90-degree shoulder turn and get your arms extended or get your arms high, those 6 exercises are for you. Or if you did the assessment, the at-home golf fitness assessment that we sent out, and we're recording all these videos based on that assessment, if you had trouble turning your shoulders while you're sitting on the chair, or if you had trouble doing the 90-90 where you're trying to get more mobility in that thoracic spine and that external shoulder rotation, then those exercises for you. So there's 6 brand new exercises for your library. And until next time, I'll see you for another video that we're going to break down some more assessments, and we're almost done, and then we got a special gift for you at the end.